So dear students, in this class we are going to discuss the wave propagation in perfect dielectrics. Already we have seen the wave propagation in the free space, that is epsilon is equal to epsilon naught, mu is equal to mu naught and sigma is equal to 0. Now coming for this wave propagation in perfect dielectrics, we are having relative permittivity as well as relative permeability also. So let me explain once again the parameters of a wave to be estimated for different mediums. So if you remember exactly, we have seen the attenuation constant alpha, phase shift constant beta, propagation constant gamma, velocity of the electromagnetic wave, intrinsic impedance of the wave and skin depth delta. So if you remember exactly, for a free space, the attenuation constant alpha is equal to 0 Napiers per meter. 0 Napiers per meter. So what is free space? Epsilon is equal to epsilon naught, mu is equal to mu naught and sigma is equal to 0. These are the things that are actually representing our free space medium. So coming for the phase shift constant beta is nothing but omega root mu naught into epsilon naught radians per meter. Always the units are very important. Okay. Propagation constant means it is the combination of attenuation constant as well as phase shift constants. That's why gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta. That is equal to alpha is 0. That's why 0 plus j omega root mu naught into epsilon naught. And coming for the velocity of the electromagnetic wave, that is V is equal to omega by beta, that is equal to 1 over root mu naught into epsilon naught. What is the unit of the velocity? Meters per second. And what is the velocity of the propagation constant? 1 by meter. Intrinsic impedance is the ratio of electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity, E by H. So eta is equal to E by H is equal to root of mu naught by epsilon naught. And if you substitute these values, it is equal to 377 ohms. Its unit is ohms. So velocity of the electromagnetic wave in meters per second, and which is also equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, which is nothing but the light velocity. Now coming for the skin depth delta. What is the delta? Delta is nothing but 1 over alpha. So delta is equal to 1 by alpha is equal to 1 by 0, because alpha is 0 for the free space, that is equal to infinity. And the unit is meters. So if you observe closely the wave parameters of the free space, and almost all the parameters are fixed. If you take alpha, attenuation constant 0, and if you see the velocity, it is nothing but the light velocity, it is fixed. Intrinsic impedance eta naught for the free space is equal to 377 ohms, and skin depth delta is nothing but infinity. So you have to calculate only beta. That is nothing but beta, and that beta is equal to omega root mu naught into epsilon naught. So for all the waveguide parameters, the common equation is equal to the wavelength. So wavelength is always given as lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta. Remember, I am telling the technique here. If you know alpha, happily you can calculate your skin depth delta, because delta is 1 by alpha. If you know beta, you can calculate two parameters. One is the velocity of the wave and other one is the wavelength also. And eta naught is nothing but root of mu naught by epsilon naught, and propagation constant is nothing but the combination of alpha and beta. Alpha is the real part and beta is the imaginary part. Okay, I think it is clear. Now coming for the wave propagation in perfect dielectrics, your free space is also a perfect dielectric, no doubt about it. But its relative permittivity and relative permeability are equal to 1. But whereas whenever you are taking the dielectric material, you are having relative permittivity and relative permeability also. So very simple. If you just compare the definition of the free space and perfect dielectric, the only one thing is both are having sigma is equal to 0, means lossless mediums, because loss is always defined with respect to sigma. So if sigma is equal to 0 means lossless. So wherever you are having epsilon naught in the formulas, you have to replace with epsilon naught into epsilon r, and wherever there is mu, and it should be replaced with mu naught into mu r. Very simple. So that's why if you are taking this alpha and for this perfect dielectrics medium, so I am writing all these parameters for the perfect dielectrics because we are seeing the wave propagation in perfect dielectrics. So what is alpha here? As both are having sigma is equal to 0, without hesitation you can write down this is alpha is nothing but 0 Napiers per meter. 0 Napiers per meter the unit is. What is beta here? Omega root mu naught into epsilon naught. Now how can you modify? That is nothing but omega root mu naught into mu r and epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay, right. And you can say what is nothing but the propagation constant here? Propagation constant is a combination of both. That's why you can say this is equal to j omega root mu naught into mu r epsilon naught into epsilon r 1 by meter. And always write down the units. It is radians per meter and this is nothing but 1 by meter. Units are also very, very important. Now coming for the velocity. Velocity is equal to omega by beta. That means omega by root mu naught into epsilon naught in free space. Then what is the modification you have to do this? It is 1 over root mu naught into mu r and epsilon naught into epsilon r meters per second, because this is the velocity. And what is eta naught? Eta naught means ratio of electric field to magnetic field. That is simplified as root of mu naught by epsilon naught. That is already the proof given in the last class. That's why here your eta is equal to, it is not eta naught, eta for the medium is equal to root of mu naught mu r divided by epsilon naught into epsilon r. This is nothing but ohms. And here in the free space, the impedance is resistive, whereas in the medium it may not be resistive, it will be reactive also. That means it may be having some phase angle because it is having relative permittivity and relative permeability also. And here the skin depth delta is equal to 1 by alpha, 1 by 0, that is nothing but infinity. And here in our case perfect dielectrics also alpha is equal to 0, then your skin depth delta is equal to 1 by alpha is equal to 1 by 0 is equal to infinity meters. The unit is meters. So this is the way of getting the wave parameters of the perfect dielectrics if you know the parameters of free space. But here one more generalized equation what you have to remember is the wavelength of the wave lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta. 2 pi by beta. The unit of wavelength is in meters. Wavelength is in meters. So if you know these formulas, then definitely you can find the wave parameters for the wave which is propagating in perfect dielectrics. Okay. So I would like to clarify all these parameters calculations by taking a small problem. Okay. So now we have seen the equations of the wave parameters for a wave which is propagating in perfect dielectrics. Now let us see this problem. A 9375 MHz UPW means uniform plane wave is propagating in polystyrene. That means the dielectric material is polystyrene. If the amplitude of E bar electric field intensity is 20 volts per meter and the material is lossless, that means he has given that the material is said to be lossless. The polystyrene material is said to be lossless. Lossless means happily you can substitute sigma is equal to 0. Then find alpha, beta, gamma, lambda, velocity, intrinsic impedance eta, magnitude of H bar. So, given that for the material polystyrene, epsilon r is equal to 2.56 and mu r is equal to 1. So, just by reading this problem, we understood that the problem is given in perfect dielectrics. Why? It is lossless medium, means you can say sigma is equal to 0. And it is a dielectric material because it is polystyrene having epsilon r is equal to 2.56 and mu r is equal to 1. Then definitely this problem comes under the category of wave propagation in perfect dielectrics. So already just now we have seen the expressions for different types of parameters. So what is the first one? Alpha. So coming to this one, the A bit is attenuation constant alpha, no need to calculate, it is a lossless medium, means perfect dielectrics. So happily can write down alpha is equal to 0 Napiers per meter. No need of calculations. And coming for the phase shift constant beta, beta is given as beta is equal to omega root mu naught into mu r epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay, this is. So mu naught you know, mu r also you know, epsilon naught and epsilon r is already given. Just substitute these values because you know omega is equal to 2 pi f. So angular frequency is related with the linear frequency by the expression omega is equal to 2 pi f. Now in the place of omega I can write down here this is equal to 2 pi f, 2 pi into 9375 megahertz, 9375 into mega 10 to the power of 6 root mu naught into mu r and epsilon naught into epsilon r. So mu naught is nothing but you can say 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7, okay, into epsilon naught mu r is equal to 1. Epsilon naught is nothing but you can say this is 10 to the power of minus 9 by 36 pi, okay, into epsilon r is equal to 2.56. Just you calculate friends, it will be equal to, your beta is equal to, okay, 314.373 radians per meter. The unit is very, very important, radians per meter. So just to calculate the beta only, you require calculators most of the time. Then how to calculate the propagation constant gamma? Gamma is nothing but alpha plus j beta. Simple, alpha is equal to 0 here. So for beta you have to add j like this. So beta is, gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta is equal to 0 plus j. What is this? J beta 314.373 1 by meter. The unit is 1 by meter. And coming for the wavelength in polystyrene lambda, lambda is equal to 2 pi by beta. Okay. Then you can say what is 2 pi by beta? 2 pi by beta is already given here. This is 314.373 and if you do it, it will be 0.02, okay, meters. The unit of wavelength is in meters. So it is merely substitution of the values. The only thing is you have to know the formulas for it. And the next one is what is the velocity? Velocity V is equal to 1 over root mu naught into mu r and epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay, this is equal to 1 by root mu naught into epsilon naught is nothing but the velocity of a wave in free space, means light velocity. What is the light velocity? 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second into 1 over root mu r into epsilon r. What is mu r? 1. Epsilon r is how much? It is 2.56. Just you do it, it will be equal to 1.874 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Here what is your observation? Whenever the wave is propagating in free space, it is traveling with a light velocity. But now the wave is propagating in perfect dielectric medium. It is a lossy dielectric. So that's why generally its wave velocity will be reduced by 1 by root times epsilon r. That's why it is equal to 1.874 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Then what is the intrinsic impedance eta? Eta is equal to root mu naught mu r by epsilon naught into epsilon r. Okay. This is equal to root of mu naught by epsilon naught is nothing but your eta naught, 377 ohms, free space impedance. So you can say that 377 root 1 by mu r is 1 divided by 2.56. If you do it, it will be, you can say 235.494 ohms. This is 494 ohms. Okay, or otherwise it is probably 459 ohms. Okay. Coming to this amplitude of H, and we know E by H is equal to eta. E by H is equal to eta. Electric field is already given as 20 volts per meter. Therefore, 20 by H is equal to eta. What is the eta? Just now we got in this problem 235.459. Therefore, what is H? H is equal to 20 divided by this. Therefore, H is equal to how much? If you calculate, how much it will be? 0.0849 amperes per meter. So, for visibility, I can say E by H is equal to 3. E by H is equal to how much here it is? 235 point, okay, 459 ohms. This is E by H. Okay then, right. So therefore, H is equal to 20 divided by 235.459 ohms. Therefore, that is equal to 0.0849 amperes per meter. I think now it is visible to you. So, very simple friends. If the problem is given like this, just read out the problem, identify the medium, and if you see that it is a free space, use the free space formulas, or otherwise if it is a perfect dielectric, use the perfect dielectric formulas. So, this is the way of getting the wave parameters. I hope you understand how to do this problem. So, like this you are going to get your problems in your examinations. Okay? Thank you.